If you're gonna fly drones, you need to know what GPS means. Now I know we all know what GPS means. We got it in our cell phones, we got it in the cars, and some of us photographers have it in our cameras. But I was thinking, let me look it up and see exactly what GPS is. What does the letters GPS stand for? I know it's global something. So I took a minute and I looked it up on the internet. Check this out.
At over 20,000 kilometers above sea level is a constellation of satellites, each orbiting Earth every 11 hours and 58 minutes. These satellites are continuously beaming data down to us on Earth, which is in turn received by devices such as your phone or navigational units in your cars, allowing you to see where you are on the planet. There are a lot of misconceptions about how GPSs actually work, an example being that your phone and the GPS satellites are both talking to each other. So let's get down to it. How do GPSs work? GPS stands for Global Positioning System, which works through trilateration, not triangulation or multilateration, which is commonly misconceived.
I don't know what to say.
The Navstar system, which is simply referred to as GPS, is what we'll be focusing more on, although most phones and devices tend to have the capabilities to use both GPS and GLONASS. GPS satellites are set up in such a way that from almost anywhere on the surface of Earth you should have a direct line of sight of at least 4 GPS satellites. This is quite important on the basis that GPS point positioning requires at least 4 satellites to calculate 3 position coordinates and the clock deviation. As GPS units are receivers, there needs to be something sending some sort of signal to devices such as your phone to receive. Each GPS satellite broadcasts a navigational message towards Earth which contains an extremely accurate timestamp, which is obtained through an atomic clock which is on board these satellites. And the satellites also broadcast their position at the time of broadcast, with all GPS signals broadcasting at 1.5752 GHz and 1.2276 GHz. These 2 bits of information allow you to work out your position on Earth. With these satellites all sending exceptionally accurate time down to Earth, your phone or GPS receiver can compare the difference of time between when the signal was sent to when it was received. But the most significant is due to the ionosphere, a part of the upper atmosphere extending from 60 kilometers to 2,000 kilometers, where free electrons occur frequently enough to have an appreciable influence on the proportion of electromagnetic waves passing through this layer. General relativity then also kicks in, with the effect of the gravitational frequency shift being far greater than the 7 microsecond per day delay due to the velocity relative to Earth. Combining the 7 microsecond a day delay due to the satellite's velocity relative to Earth and the GPS is being further away from Earth, this adds up to a 38 microsecond delay, which if left uncorrected would translate through to a 10 km a day pseudo-range error, rendering GPSs invalid from the get-go if this was not to be taken into consideration. This is compensated by the GPS's clock's frequencies being slightly slowed down from 10.23 MHz to 10.229999995543 MHz to cancel out the effects of relativity. So next time you turn on your GPS on your phone or other device, you should now realize just how much physics and maths is going in towards you finding your own location.
If you don't already have a drone and you're looking for one, I would strongly suggest that you get a drone that has safety systems built in with GPS. It could be the difference of you having to go buy another drone or you landing that drone safely. There's the ability to put it in GPS and take it out of GPS. One of the reasons that you might want to take it out of GPS is that in a non-GPS mode, and they call it ATTI mode, you can actually control the drone better. There's so many benefits for GPS. But when you start filming, GPS can cause you slight problems. When you take your hands off of the controls, the drone stops. If you're going forward, the drone will rock and stop. If you're going sideways, it'll rock and stop. Now, you have a gimbal that kind of tries to smooth that out. But if you're filming and you're trying to keep things smooth, GPS can be a nightmare. All right, in GPS mode, it'll hover. It'll stay there, just like that. Won't move, won't go anywhere. Take your hands off of the controls. It'll just stay right there. Sometimes you might have to make some minor adjustments, but for the most part, it'll stay there. Now, ATTI mode, that's the mode. A lot of professional flyers will fly in ATTI mode when they're trying to do precise shots. Takes a little bit of experience, takes a little bit of time to learn it, but as you're out practicing with the drone, switch it from GPS to ATTI mode. ATTI mode. One word of caution though. In ATTI mode, it'll hold its position, but it will drift whatever way the wind is going. As you can see, it maintains the height for the most part, but the wind will take it. You'll notice that it's drifting off, drifting away. I'll take it just a little higher so you can see it. Hit GPS mode. Hold right there. You have to control it. Forward, backwards, side to side, you have to control it. And if there's a steady wind, it's up to you to keep it in place. Strong wind, GPS all day. You have a precise shot and you have the confidence, use the ATTI mode. But if you want smooth flight, you fly it in ATTI mode. So thank you guys for tuning in once again. I hope what I covered here today is a little helpful. It's not meant to be a tutorial, it's just sharing of information. If you feel comfortable and you feel confident, give it a shot. But if you don't feel comfortable and confident, go to your local park, go to your local school and practice. Learn to control it. Once you learn to control it, then you can start filming. When you put it together and you have this vision, oh, I want to fly, I want to go between the trees. Good luck on that one. So before you jump over to another channel, hit that subscribe button for me. And if you like what you saw, tell a friend, have them come check it out, and go practice. Practice, practice, practice. We just lost our display, guys. So I'm gonna bring it down. I lost the display, but the drone still will respond to the control. Just bring it down easy. GPS is your friend.